Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, October 21, 2022. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money, and compatibility with other signs. Fears or worries can be at the surface today, dear Cancer, and tension emerges if you or someone in your life is holding on too tightly to a belief or method. Whether you're the one who is trying to control a situation or someone is attempting to control you, the root problem is fear of change, and you may want to nip that in the bud. We may be thinking in extremes or listening too closely to our worries today. Communications and thoughts or memories can open up old emotional issues and challenges. Particularly if you've recently brushed aside some of your deeper feelings, you could feel blindsided by others' comments. Relationships can feel heavy. Still, intense emotions may motivate you to protect your interests more effectively, so aim to connect with them, but take the pressure off to resolve the problem immediately. Have patience. Your path is to let go of unnecessary worry and guilt and trust in a larger, more spiritual plan. Learn from trigger points today, as they can point you toward what is most in need of repair and healing. Your sensitive heart may feel immensely bruised and in need of bandages after today, Cancer. This is because the mighty Sun will go to war with powerhouse Pluto in the heavens above. This is one of the most challenging and disgusting planetary alignments possible, triggering abuse, torture, persecution, and darkness. There will be no way to simply relax and retreat. The best thing to do is to hide. Whenever the Sun and Pluto clash like this, it ensures power struggles are around every corner. Don't go to war with your sweetheart. It isn't worth it. Take back the power with your work-life balance, Cancer. You might notice some power struggles or control issues with committing to your work-life balance when the Sun in Libra squares Pluto in Capricorn. On one hand, you might be wondering if you can have it all. But, on the other hand, you may notice that some arrangements are not working out if they cannot sustain your work-life balance. Since Mercury in Libra opposes Chiron retrograde in Aries, it might be worthwhile to work through any insecurities that hinder you from advancing in your career and having a fair work-life balance. Just having the moon in your income sector in the heart of the working week is an advantage. As well as sharpening your nose for money and acting as a trigger, the moon is taking advantage of Jupiter's final days in your career sector. This first visit since the last planet left your income sector is also some healthy competition for money matters. This is a time to follow your instincts. That still, small voice within can take you a long way if you tune into it. Ever think of doing yoga during the day but then not feel like it when you get off work? Call a friend and plan to hold each other accountable so that you can't get out of it so easily. The more you nurture this inner voice, the stronger it will become. Here is a day that will be particularly open and favor activities touching on communication and creativity. The way you express yourself will be of utmost importance. Don't forget that words always have a fundamental impact. Make projects for the future because this would be a particularly good period for it. Outside of having some words with those close to you, things should be constructive in your sentimental life. You are coming into a phase of peace and optimism. Take advantage of this and stop torturing yourself with trivialities and making comments that are out of place. Venus not only catches up with the Sun today but will spend the next 7 days aligned, and it is going to have a powerful impact on two different areas of your life. This will keep the Sun and Venus aligned during their final days in your home and family sector, not only making home where your heart is but getting right to the heart of what you want and how to make it happen. Yet this also means that the Sun and Venus will be aligned when they return to a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart over the weekend. Another day and another clash between planets on the home and career fronts, but with perfect timing. Ahead of the Sun and Venus return to your romantic sector over the weekend and the start of the most romantically charged weeks of 2022, this is a chance to first make your life as love-friendly as possible. A clash between Mercury and Chiron today is a repeat, with a chance to learn from the past. Our eyes in the sky. Today is full of the type of energy that requires you to take it 1 hour at a time. The more you push yourself in the beginning of the day, the more you can rest in the evening. The diplomatic placement of Venus in Libra harmonizes with Mars in Gemini, carrying forward an organized decision about your career path and financial prosperity. It requires that you follow the rules in some capacity and even play into the game for now until you get on your feet. Today's planetary alignments are highly motivational in order to change the outcome of your personal reality. If you don't like something about yourself or the trajectory of your life, it's time to really dig deep and move forward with your plans. Your wants and desires expand with reverence. The goddess planet is extremely active, trying to keep the dream alive and making sure you don't stop at the first hiccup. You can do this, but you have to do the hard work. This is an absolute test of your commitment, and that means the universe is going to throw curve-balls your way almost immediately. Do you really want this? Then you have to prove it both to the world and, most importantly, to yourself. Today, the cosmic weather is exceedingly quiet until after nightfall, when Venus in Libra forms a trine to Mars in Gemini, helping our relationships to thrive. These planets are traditionally associated with receptive and active dimensions of love and romance. As they are in harmony with each other in air signs, today can be a boon for our social life. We're inclined to form connections through sharing ideas. And yet, we don't have to delve deep to make new friends. We would rather keep things light, enjoying each other's company without becoming defensive of our positions. This is a great occasion to meet new people or continue to grow a romantic relationship. The unions that begin under this influence will have an unusual similarity of thought and ease of communication. Today, there is a general atmosphere of curiosity and acceptance. We don't feel like we must sacrifice our beliefs or identity to impress our companions. Instead, we organically adopt many of their opinions as our own, clocking our similarities rather than differences. A few hours later, the moon sextiles Mercury, offering ease of expression. Under the ostentatious Leo moon, we can be a bit needy for attention. But while the Leo moon performs, Mercury in Libra balances. Therefore, whatever we communicate becomes heart-centered instead of self-centered. Gossip is now our game. However, it is not brought up with mean-spirited intentions or a desire to tear others down. Rather, we seek connection, and what is more intuitive than discussing our relationships? We may find ourselves reminiscing about the past and bygone friendships. This is a good time to catch up with old acquaintances or ask yourself, where are they now?